we talked about Domantas Sabonis and his All-NBA chances, and you talked about how you're hoping that voters take into account his his domination of Anthony Davis and all the triple doubles and this and that. I actually think that this is where Sabonis. So there's two factors at play here. One, remember, this is the year they're starting no positions in All-NBA.
Oh, yeah.
If voters decide that the 15 best players in the league are all point guards,
yeah,
then it could be 15 point guards or the 3 All-NBA teams. Tough. So that's, I think that, I don't know if that helps or hurts Sabonis, but I think it might ultimately hurt him depending on how the league how voters kind of wind up looking at this. But hang on. This is where I actually think missing the All-Star team could help him with All-NBA. And I think the same might go for De'Aaron Fox. Because when you look at, and maybe it's not on the Get Up or whatever ESPN show you have on, maybe it's not a discussion point on there. But when you go and you read anything about, and now you read anything about Domantas Sabonis nationally, there's always a note in there about how he was snubbed from the All-Star team. And I think that has permeated the consciousness of the NBA writer and NBA voter enough. And the fact that he's now on the heels and knock on wood, going to break Kevin Love's record for double-doubles since the merger, consecutive double-doubles since the merger. Mm-hmm. He's going to lead the league in triple-doubles. He said he's at 23 right now. He'll probably wind up at 30 or close to it. I think those are all the things where people are going to go, oh my God. League leader in triple-doubles, broke Kevin Love's consecutive double-double record.
League leader in rebounds
for the second consecutive year, and somehow
fifth in assists.
Yeah, he's gonna be damn near averaging a triple double.
Oh yeah,
and he's going to have not made the All-Star team. I think that's something that voters are going to definitely take into account. And I think the 10-0 against Anthony Davis thing is a big enough deal as well. I think doing that on ESPN probably helps quite a bit in a spot where everybody's going, okay, it's Laker time. This is late. They're turning it on. They're turning it up. I was listening to a podcast and they do a little like betting. This is brought to you by such and such, and I'm taking this and this. And it was an old podcast. And the guy went, I'm taking the Lakers -3 at Sacramento. They're turning on. They're going to go get some revenge. And I'm taking D'Angelo Russell 20 plus points. Like that was the perception. The Lakers are going to go in and do that. And you have Sabonis go out and have a triple double and stuff Anthony Davis in a locker for a 10th consecutive time. I do think that is going to be a factor when it comes to All-NBA voting.
I hope so. Yeah, and I also hope that whoever it was that had that podcast that was telling people to place those bets, like that people don't actually subscribe to him.
For what it's worth, it's a like basketball talk podcast. They just have a sponsored little read, and in the read they say, I like this game and I like this prop.
Yeah, and I would just tell you, like, when I do prize picks, don't follow my prize picks. I'm horrible at it. Like, I'm having a good time, but I'm horrible at it.
I got to tell you, Keon Ellis shutting down Dame hurt the other night.
Yeah.
I got to tell you.
Yeah.
Should we start doing a segment about prize picks? They gotta pay us first.
Yeah, if they want to sponsor us, for sure. They want to sponsor the show. They do sponsor the King's Beat.
Yeah, sponsor Kansas City Chronicles.
Yeah.
Come on. Now we're together. This just makes sense.
It does.
Come on, prize.
Synergy.
We'll do whole segments doing picks.
Yeah.
We'll get the Chatty House in on it.
I totally agree.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to start doing this on a daily basis without a sponsor. I'm not going to do a read or anything.
Oh.
But I'm going to survey the Chatty House for a prize picks entry.
Oh. That's sketch, man. I don't know.
Oh, I'm super in. There's no way it's going to be worse than whatever I do.
Wow.
All right. Mark that down. 11:30 segment. Chatty House, buckle up. You're making a prize picks entry for me.
Okay.
Anyways. Domantas Sabonis, All-NBA. Your thoughts?
I mean, it doesn't, like, it's such a no-brainer. And it's funny. I'm always in the media room and people are like, yeah, well, I would vote for him, but, I don't have a vote. That's what I hear all the time. Well, I don't have a vote. But then there are people in the room that do have a vote. And you're looking at them like, hey, are you watching what's happening here? And it's, I don't know what else to make of it. Like, he's one of the most dominant players in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Every single night, dominant.
Every night. Every night.
Doesn't miss a game.
I'm gonna go find his worst game of the year.
Puts up a triple-double almost every single game, and it's crazy to watch, and it's effortless. It's not effortless though, because this guy is in there battling with everybody.
It looks easy.
Well, the numbers just show up. You're looking, it's the end of the first quarter, and he's at 7, 7, and 4, and you're like, oh, he's gonna have another triple-double.
Yeah,
just
first quarter.
Last night he almost didn't have a triple-double. Like it got a little dicey. He got an assist late on a spray 3. He got a rebound and a flip out to Harrison Barnes, a hot guy, for a spray 3.
Sprayed the hot guy. Nice.
Yes.
Okay, Domas. His 4 worst games of the year. And this is according to Basketball Reference's game score.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly how it's calculated, but typically when you sort by that and you start kind of going through the numbers, you're like, okay, this makes sense. All 4 games, double-digit losses. 2 against Houston, 1 against New Orleans, 1 against the Clippers.
Okay.
All in November, mind you. His 4 worst games of the year by game score. I'll give you 11 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 8, 8, and 5, and 11, 5, and 3.
Okay.
Those are his worst games of the year. Do you know how many players would take 11, 5, and 3 as their worst game of the season?
Oh, yeah.
Like, most of them.
No, I mean, and it's just a consistency that we've seen.
Right.
I think that might be the biggest thing. Like, he opened the season, the 3 games in October. He averaged 17.7, 15 rebounds, 5.7 assists.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's 18.9, 10.9, and 7.2. Then we get to the month of December. Like, this is the meat of the season. Every single month, 20.3, 20.8, 20, 21.4.
Man.
Rebounds, 13.1, 14.5, 13.8, 16.9. He's averaging 16.9 rebounds per game in the month of March in 7 games. 7.2 assists, 8.2, 9 assists, 10.2, and 8.4. In the month of February, the dude averaged 20, 13.8, and 10.2. Triple-double. Yeah,
Man.
like what we're seeing from him is just spectacular. His 3-point shooting. I mean, we talked about this. The month of January, he shot 71.4% from 3.
I refuse to give him credit for his 3-point shooting. I need more of them, dude.
Because I
need a higher volume, bro.
I get it.
That's not to disparage him. That is me going like, hey, man, help.
Yeah, he does need more. I know. He's only got 73-point attempts on the year.
Yeah, 1.1 a game, which is right in line. He's literally... he was 1.1 a game and 0.4 makes last year. He's at 1.1 a game and 0.4 makes this year. He's also shooting the exact same percentage from the field as he did last year.
Crazy. He's also quietly got up to 70% from the free throw line.
Look at him go.
Yeah. Good for you, Domas.
Look at him go. Yeah, man. I don't know how you're going to make him All-NBA last year, 3rd team, and then this year say no when he's better.
Well, that, and it's not just 3rd team. He made All-NBA and was the Fox was 11th in voting and Sabonis was 12th.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't even like the scraggler at the end of the All-NBA voting.
Yeah, he was just his position put him at 3rd.
Yeah, and then when you factor in that Joel Embiid is not eligible, I mean, that's big.
Mm-hmm.
When you factor in, and then if there's no positions, that Donovan Mitchell's not eligible now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be more. By the time we get to the end of the season, it's possible that Devin Booker, it's possible. Well, there's a lot of guys that could miss too many games and not be eligible for All-NBA.